Ao vivo aí? E aí, Bruno? São 7 horas e a gente vai começar essa nossa live, primeira live internacional, com a nossa convidada internacional direto da Califórnia. Vamos esperar mais uns minutinhos e a gente já chama ela. Vamos lá, a gente vai chamar ela. RenalCast na sua primeira live internacional. O pessoal está entrando, eu sei que vocês não estão aqui para me ver e sim ver nossa convidada. Mais uns segundinhos, mais um minuto e eu já chamo nossa convidada. Sejam todos bem-vindos ao RenalCast. É isso aí, muito obrigado pela participação de todos que estão entrando. E já eu já vou pôr nossa estrela de hoje, da nossa live hoje, estrela internacional. Vamos torcer para o inglês funcionar bem hoje. Vamos lá, vamos chamar a nossa convidada, vamos colocá-la aqui na live. Hi, hello from Brazil. How are you, Miss Nicaragua? Live from California, nossa convidada, Miss Nicaragua. Thank you. Welcome to RenalCast. I am very happy with your participation in our podcast. You are our first guest international.
Thank you. Thank you for making me the first one.
Well, bom, eu vou começar com a primeira pergunta básica para ela, vai ser: como você descobriu que era renal? How do you discover kidney disease?
It was in 2015. I went in for a checkup to check migraines. And they did blood work, and it turned out I was already at stage 3 kidney disease, chronic kidney disease. And it started from there.
Olha só, você vê só, em 2015 ela foi fazer um check-up por conta de dor de cabeça. E nesse check-up ela descobriu que já estava no estágio 3 de falência renal. So, do you enter in conservative stage with a restrictive diet until the
Did you have to change your diet?
Did you have to change your diet until the terminal stage of dialysis?
They didn't know what was going on. I had 2 biopsies done in 2016 to figure out what was attacking my kidneys. And so by that time, they hadn't told me if I had to change my diet or anything like that. But then after they found out, they said that I have IgA nephropathy and focal FSGS. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, and then they told me that, yeah, diet is good, but even then, my body is killing my kidneys. So there's really nothing I can do.
So you have an autoimmune disease?
I have chronic kidney disease. I have IgA nephropathy. I have kidney disease, IgA nephropathy, and FSGS.
Bom, pessoal, ela tem uma doença que aqui no Brasil muita gente tem, leva as pessoas para a máquina, que é a GESF, a glomerulosclerose, vocês conhecem bem já. Nós vamos abordar, inclusive, em um episódio. Bom, deixa eu fazer outra pergunta para você. Deixa eu achar minhas perguntas. Why peritoneal dialysis? Why not hemodialysis?
I went to nursing school. I graduated as a nurse, and I saw patients with hemodialysis patients with a shunt, and it takes your life basically. And with peritoneal dialysis, even though it's constant and you feel tired and weak, you can still do things. You can eat basically anything.
This is important.
Because it was
This
still
is very important.
take it away. And definitely I love to eat. So so I had to choose that. I had to choose peritoneal dialysis.
It's very understandable. Ela escolheu a diálise peritoneal por conta da liberdade de tanto para trabalhar quanto principalmente para alimentação, que permite comer mais e ter uma alimentação um pouco mais livre. E um detalhe interessante, ela é formada em enfermagem. Olha que coisa bem legal, bem diferente, aliás, né? Ever been you are a myth? Do you eat some junk food?
Yes. Yes, definitely. I mean, not every day, but if I want a hamburger, I'm gonna go get that hamburger. If I want pizza, I'm gonna go get that pizza.
This is very important. Ela está falando que às vezes ela come fast food, junk food. Se ela tem vontade de comer um hambúrguer, ela vai comer um hambúrguer. Se ela tem vontade de comer uma pizza, ela vai comer uma pizza. Tá vendo, pessoal? Nossa Misa aqui falando. Dá para comer tudo com parcimônia. E how can you conciliate the lifestyle as a miss and a kidney patient?
How can I
conciliate your agenda like patient and like model and contest?
Well, I make time. So some days I wake up very sick and tired. Other days I wake up like this.
Today's a good day.
And it just, the timing, I have to do peritoneal dialysis every 4 hours, every day, right? 4 times a day. So every 4 hours, 4 times a day. And I have to, during those 4 hours, I have to I guess plan my photo shoots or plan something that I'm gonna do, and then come back home and do my dialysis.
Bom, pessoal, só traduzindo aqui a resposta dela, ela falou que ela faz a diálise peritoneal 4 vezes ao dia por 4 horas. É um esquema diferente de diálise peritoneal. É bem interessante, até fica aí uma dica para os pacientes de peritoneal. Vamos lá, mais uma perguntinha aqui. Can you do dialysis in your rest time?
Can I do dialysis what?
In your rest time?
In the bed.
In the bed, in the car?
Oh, yeah, in my bed. I prefer not to do it in the car unless I'm gonna go somewhere far. Then I'll do it in the car, but I prefer not in the car only because I'm very like OCD with cleaning. Yeah, and there's so many things that I have to do if I'm gonna do it in the car, like close the windows, turn off the air. There's just so many little things that I just don't want any bacteria going inside the catheter. So I prefer in my bed, in my room, everything closed.
Só 1 minute. Ela faz 4 vezes durante o dia por 4 horas, várias vezes ao dia, entendeu? Só respondendo o pessoal que está mandando no chat a dúvida, 4 vezes durante o dia, durante 4 horas. Então dá 16 horas aí de diálise. What's your secret to hiding the catheter?
My secret.
In your photos?
I have a pouch that I bought, and you can put it in there, but during like my photo shoots, I'll hide it in my clothes, or wherever I can find a little crack where I can just hide it in there, because it's really long. But any little place, like I don't know, like inside the pants or underneath the shirt.
Vamos lá. Eu perguntei qual o segredo dela para esconder o catéter durante as sessões de fotos e tal. Ela falou que ela tem uma espécie de pochete, onde ela consegue manter ele, ou às vezes na roupa mesmo, ou qualquer buraquinho que ela consiga encaixar o catéter. One question for our listeners. Your dialysis machine is automatic or manual?
Manual. I do manuals. Yeah, I do manuals every 4 hours. I wanted to do the machine, but they said that it wasn't good for my body, that it wasn't taking out as much toxins as I would doing it manually. So doing it 4 times a day is better than the actual cycler.
Então ela faz na manual e ela prefere que o corpo dela se adaptou melhor na manual. Tell me about your superpowers. I see this on your Instagram. Yeah, I like it very much this.
My superpowers.
You have superpowers. Tell to us.
I'm very positive, outgoing. I think those are my superpowers. People tend to come to me and they see, because even though I've gone through so many things, it's I still have a smile in my face, and even if I have the worst days ever, I still have a smile in my face. I will still do dialysis. Yeah, I think those are my superpowers.
Ela faz muitas referências no Instagram dela sobre os superpoderes dela. E aí eu perguntei quais eram os superpoderes dela. E ela falou, o principal superpoder dela é a positividade. É mesmo nos dias ruins, conseguir sorrir, conseguir se manter positiva. Então agora eu vou perguntar como ela faz para manter essa atitude sempre positiva. How do you maintain your positive attitude always? It's a cycle mindset. A powerful mindset.
How do I keep my mindset? I've just been this way since I was little. Even when they asked me, or they told me that I was gonna have that I had kidney disease, I always say this, like I never asked why. I wanted to see what was going on. So I just wanted to keep going, keep doing, and actually it's been a blessing more than it has been bad. Obviously there's the good and the bad, but I started doing pageants, I started modeling after I was diagnosed with kidney disease. So it's been a great experience. I mean, I don't know, kidney disease has like changed my life, for the good and the bad.
Ela falou, resumindo de uma maneira bem simples, que a doença renal mudou a vida dela. Isso é um fato que todos nós sabemos bem, né? A doença renal realmente tem essa capacidade de mudar as nossas vidas. E about the kidney disease, do you have any story familiar disease, kidney disease, or are the first in your family with this problem?
I'm the first. Yeah,
Me too.
nobody in my family history has kidney disease.
What's the importance of your family in the treatment?
During what's happened to me?
Yes.
They're my rock. they're my support. They, any crazy thing that I want to do, they will be there. And they're there for me through all my surgeries. They're my rock.
Eu perguntei qual a importância da família dela nesse processo da doença. Ela falou que é a pedra dela, são a base dela. Tell us about a crazy thing that you have done after being renal.
The craziest thing.
Yeah.
I think doing the biggest pageant in California was Miss California United States. I did Miss California United States in 2017, and I think that was one of the biggest things that I've ever done in my life. I was so scared. I didn't know what I was doing. I was lost, but I wanted to do it. I wanted to do something different than, what my normal life would be. And so that's why after being diagnosed, I was like, okay, I'm just going to go do it.
So you think, let's go and go.
I said, you know what? I'm going to go join Miss California United States. Let's go. So my family went to go see me. It was great.
Eu perguntei para ela qual foi a coisa mais louca que ela fez depois de se tornar renal. E ela falou concorrer ao Miss Califórnia em 2017. Eu pensei, vou nessa, e se arriscou e foi fundo. E concorreu ao Miss Califórnia. Now, have you suffered any prejudice to be a kidney patient?
Not prejudice. I think everything's been more positive for me. I've had more people be there for me. So it's been better than, most people. I can't work. I don't work. And I think that's the only thing that's been the hardest for me is not being able to work, but I am so sick and I am waiting for my transplant.
And how work transplant in US?
How does it work?
It's like here, Phila.
We have a line.
We have a line, and the telephone can ring anytime and go to the hospital. We have a kidney for you.
It's kind of the thing. It's the same thing. They'll call me whenever they get a kidney, but it would be a deceased donor. But I have a big family, and they're all willing to donate a kidney.
No, this is.
And so I think until they finish testing and seeing if they're a match, they'll be my donor, whoever that is.
A gente falou sobre como funciona a lista de transplantes lá nos Estados Unidos. Ela falou que funciona de maneira bem parecida, mas que a família dela é bem grande. E eles estão testando para serem doadores dela. Então ela está nessa expectativa de sair um resultado positivo de alguém da família. Can you see yourself as inspiration? Do you think show yourself a miss, you can show a little girl que there's any problem, and a kid disease too, you is a inspiration to this girl or another girls? Yes.
Yeah, I get a lot of messages, DMs on Facebook, on Instagram, telling me that I am an inspiration. I don't see it that way. You know, I just live my life the way I feel like I should. A lot of people say, yeah, I'm an inspiration. But I also like that because I try to be a positive role model with having a disease. And as a beauty pageant, you know, contestant, that is my platform, kidney disease, chronic kidney disease, and testing. And I tell others to go get tested as well because it's not hard. It's just blood work and urine. And yeah, but I think I feel like I am an inspiration for others, especially with like my modeling and everything. I feel like I can reach more people, especially through Instagram.
You are like a Wonder Woman with kidney disease, and perhaps having better medicine sets. This is very cool. This is awesome.
Yeah.
It's great. Eu perguntei para ela se ela acha uma inspiração, porque às vezes uma criança pequena pode ver, também ter problema renal e ao ver a imagem dela, ver que a vida continua, que ela é uma mulher muito bonita e é uma inspiração. E ela se vê como uma inspiração, sim. Que até esse trabalho como modelo, como Miss, pode ajudar a inspirar realmente. Serve como inspiração. Deixa eu pegar one more question. Have you ever come to Brazil?
Have I ever gone to Brazil? No. I've never been there, but I did see the Olympics, right? It was the Olympics or the World Cup or one of those.
Can you travel after being a kidney patient?
Right now I don't travel, mostly because I have to carry so much stuff on dialysis. So traveling right now, just not for me. Maybe like a 3-hour road trip. I can do that.
This is more easy.
Yeah.
You can go to the beach.
Yeah,
Sure.
if
You
I
can,
get on an
go to the
airplane,
beach. Can you go to
if I
the
get
beach?
on an airplane, I have to like carry all this stuff and then pay to put all that stuff in the airplane.
It's a little bit messy.
Yes.
Eu perguntei se ela já veio ao Brasil, ela falou que ainda não. E eu perguntei se ela viaja. Ela falou que atualmente ela só faz viagens de carro de até 3 horas por conta de não precisar levar todo o equipamento de diálise com ela. É um pouquinho complicado a logística de levar as coisas. She's a Wonder Woman. I agree. One minute.
I wanted to ask you a question.
Sure, please.
Why did you start this podcast?
Here in Brazil, the patients have so little information, and this podcast is to spread information.
Okay.
It's a try to helping others. I am a renal patient for 14 years.
Wow.
In hemodialysis.
Oh my gosh,
So,
14 years.
So it's a helping project. We try. It's working.
I love that. That You spread more information than what actual people get. That's good.
Sim, yes. To show other people the life is normal, and we can be happy and live. The most important, nobody's alone.
Nobody's alone.
Nobody's alone. We are a family, a renal family.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And I understand. I always say a lot of people talk about cancer. They don't talk about kidney disease. They don't talk about what's really going on. There are more dialysis centers than there are, McDonald's. So I believe that people need to talk about it. A lot of people have asked me what is dialysis, and they don't know what that is. So I think this is great. I think they're doing a good job.
Yes. Just translate to português. Ela falou uma coisa que é muito verdade. As pessoas falam muito de câncer, de outras doenças, e não falam da insuficiência renal crônica. Ela perguntou o porquê do nosso projeto, do porquê do RenalCast. Eu falei, para espalhar informação, para ajudar, que nós somos todos uma grande família renal. E ela é nossa prima distante, diga-se de passagem, está lá em cima. Mas é um ponto muito importante. A doença renal não é tão falada. E a gente precisa falar mais sobre isso. Talked about the donation to you are waiting for a kidney. Me too.
Yeah. So last year I was put on the transplant list, and somebody, I don't know who, somebody anonymous was getting checked to see if they were a match. They told me this week that they are not. And so it hurt, but I've been waiting months, but now my mom is going to get checked to see if she's a match.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Ela falou que essa semana uma pessoa que ia doar para ela fez os testes e infelizmente não vai poder doar. Mas que a mãe dela começou a fazer os testes agora, estão todos de dedos cruzados por ela. And often people say that kidney disease are hidden one. And maybe when we talk, people know better. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. I think we need to spread more, and talk about kidney disease more. More people are getting affected by it. I like I said, I went to nursing school and I heard about it. We talked about it, but it was just fast. It wasn't so into, kidney disease and hemodialysis. It was like a paragraph of peritoneal dialysis, a paragraph of hemodialysis, and that's it. And so we do need to bring more awareness to it. It's been, ever since I got it, that's what I've been trying to do. That's why I tell everybody, you need to go get checked. You need to, it's not hard to get checked. It's really easy. It's very easy to get checked. Yeah,
a blood
it's
test.
Very easy.
A blood test resolve.
A blood test
falando.
and a urine test. And that's it. It's very easy. You don't have to do any more testing. It's just that. And even just to get checked every 6 months, every year. When I got checked, I had just the symptom of the migraine, and that's it. I had no other symptoms.
In my case, back pain.
I had nothing. I had no symptoms. I just had a migraine, and they did a urine test, blood test, boom, stage 3 kidney disease. So I think people just need to get checked. It's a silent killer. Yeah.
Ela estava comentando aqui com a gente que durante o curso dela de enfermagem se fala muito pouco da doença renal. Que diálise era um parágrafo, hemodiálise outro parágrafo, diálise peritoneal um parágrafo. E é uma doença que tem uma prevenção muito simples, que basta um teste de sangue a cada 6 meses, um teste de urina, e você consegue resolver, consegue evitar que a pessoa vá para a máquina de diálise. E falta esse trabalho de prevenção muitas vezes, não só lá como aqui também. Isso é um detalhe muito importante, a conscientização. E que nós precisamos conscientizar as pessoas que nos assistem que não tem problema renal e avisar que é perigoso. Se cair na máquina, a coisa complica. So, the people are saying you are very pretty.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
You have so many fans from Brazil. Now you are our Miss. RenalCast Miss. So, leave a message for our listeners.
A message.
Please.
I think everybody that's going through it, I know it's hard. I have my good days. I have my bad days, just like every regular person. But keep going. You know, life doesn't stop when you get kidney disease. It's the beginning. You know, you have to keep fighting through it. Do what you love to do. You know, never stop doing what you love to do. Like I said, I know it's hard. We're human. We're not, you know, Superman. But keep going. Keep going. You know, life is a journey. And we just have to take, you know, the bull by the horns and just live.
Live until I die. Pessoal, eu pedi para ela deixar uma mensagem pra gente e ela falou que todo mundo passa por dias bons e dias ruins. Mas que a vida continua. E isso é fundamental. Não é porque os seus rins pararam que a vida parou. A vida continua e vale a pena ser vivida. Do you talk about a new life? Your life changed totally with the kidney disease? It's a complete change.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, before I got diagnosed with kidney disease, I was working a job that I didn't like. I was doing things, you know, I was very boring. Let's put it that way. I was very boring. I was working a job that I didn't like, and then I got diagnosed. After I got diagnosed, they said, you know what? I gotta go do what I love to do. So I started doing pageants. I started doing beauty pageants. I started modeling. I went back to school. I got my license to be a phlebotomist. And, you know, it's been hard, but I'm doing what I love. You know, no matter dialysis, no matter the waiting, no matter, you know, all the sickness, I'm still doing what I love. So
it's the most important. Do what you love.
Yeah.
This is.
We only have one life to live. And even though it sucks, you know, that we have kidney disease, we're still alive.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
This last phrase is perfect. É uma coisa que ela falou nessa última frase, antes de traduzir do começo, a última frase dela foi: nós temos um problema de rim, mas nós só temos uma vida, então vamos aproveitá-la. E ela falou que a vida dela mudou totalmente, que antes do problema renal, ela tinha uma vida muito chata, que ela tinha um trabalho que ela não gostava, e depois de se tornar renal, ela percebeu que a vida é muito curta e a gente tem que aproveitar a vida. E ela foi fazer o que ela gosta. Foi concorrer para concursos de Miss, voltou a estudar. É uma história muito bacana, muito legal mesmo. It's a beginning of a new life, and maybe we can be able to have great things because of this, like we both talking by the RenalCast.
I feel like if I was so soaked into like sadness, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. I wouldn't be able to do what I've been doing, what I love to do. So, you have to be positive mindset always. So just stay strong.
Stay strong. This is our mindset. Stay strong. Do you think that you had any opportunity because the renal disease? It's a new opportunity because this?
Like, can you ask that again?
Maybe.
You have more people, more opportunities to see your work because of the kidney disease?
Yeah. Like what do you mean? Like what I do?
Like when you
Like do you talk to people, or like your
have
more followers because the kidney problem?
Oh, more followers because of that? I don't know. I don't know. I don't really look at that. I think that I put out there what I'm going through. Like I said, that is my platform. When I do my pageants. And so I show off my catheter. I take modeling pictures with my catheter. But it's just to show others what you can do. My catheter is not stopping me from modeling. My catheter is not stopping me from doing beauty pageants. And if that attracts people to my page, then, why not?
Ela falou que o catéter, ela não tem problemas com o catéter dela. Ela mostra ele nas fotos, mostra nos ensaios. E é muito interessante realmente ver as fotos que chama atenção, mas de uma maneira positiva. Ver ela mostrando o catéter é bem legal. Did you have any fear because your catheter look in the past? When you start dialysis peritoneal?
Yes.
This was the problem.
I was scared. In the beginning, I was already at, I want to say 10% when they told me I had to start dialysis. And it was scary. I didn't want to get it. I wanted the process of the transplant to go quicker, to go faster. And I was like, no, I don't want to get it. I just want the transplant. I just want my family to just go get checked. But it takes months.
Yeah.
It takes months to get checked, to see if they're a match, to see if they're good for surgery. So I had to get it. And so before I went into surgery, I had anxiety. I was really scared. But then again, I'm not very tolerable with pain. I'm very whiny when it comes to pain. And so, it was just the thought of getting the catheter inserted into my stomach. After getting it hurt a little. I was in bed for around 3 days. But after that, it's been fine. Like I did my training, my catheter, my PD training, and now I can do it with my eyes closed.
Ela falou que no começo, para aceitar o catéter, foi bem complicado, que ela ficou 3 dias na cama, que ela não queria pôr um catéter, que ela queria transplantar logo. Mas que essas coisas levam meses, levam tempo. E ela teve que pôr o catéter. No começo foi difícil, mas que hoje ela já faz de olho fechado, já lida com isso de uma maneira muito fácil. Do you think this is one of your superpowers?
The catheter, trying to doing it with my eyes closed.
Closed eyes and it's
not
a
a superpower, but it's part of my life now. It's part of me, you know, and so doing it 4 times a day, every day, you get into the habit and the routine of, okay, like, you know, so let's take it off, you know. So it just becomes, you know, second nature. It becomes
natural.
Basically part of you. Yeah, it's natural.
Like using glasses.
Yes, basically. Basically, you're putting on a shirt. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I do it, you know, like I said.
It's like a uniform. It's like a uniform. You wake up. Let's go dialysis. Connect and go.
Let's see how fast I do it today.
Ela falando que já se tornou um processo natural. Já se tornou um processo natural. Já se tornou parte do dia a dia, como usar um óculos, como vestir uma roupa. É algo que naturalmente já está no hábito dela, na rotina dela. Thank you for showing you as a real person. You are very gorgeous, a pretty one.
Obrigado.
Perfect. Our guest, nossa convidada mandou em português um obrigado, tá vendo? Some patients are saying the catheter like fugiu a palavra. 1 minute. So, do you pretend another pageant contest in this year, next year?
I'm hoping next year. Hopefully after I get my transplant. The last pageant that I did was in May, and I won Miss Congeniality.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. So I'm hoping maybe next year. That's one of my goals. But my first goal is trying to get the kidney transplant.
Well, now you have a big fan club in Brazil.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Good vibes to you from Brazil. My best wishes for both.
Thank you.
So I want to thank you for your participation. And I'm very, very, very happy.
Thank you. I did want to say, when I was little, I used to listen to Ache Bahia.
Really? And you like it?
Yes.
Even today?
Huh?
Even today, do you want to listen?
Yes.
Olha só, ela acabou de confessar aqui pra gente que ela gosta de ouvir axé. Eu, desde pequena, ouvia axé. Tá vendo? E hoje participando. And today you are talking to Brazil.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we finish this podcast with a song, a Asha song. What do you think about? A suggestion?
Let me see.
Any suggestion?
Vampiro.
What?
What's the name of the song? I don't know how to say it in Brazil, but it's Vampiro.
Vampiro. Dança do Vampiro. Deve ser.
Dança del Vampiro.
Deve ser isso. Vamos lá.
My twin sister and I used to dance to Achevaí all the time.
Listen. Just in RenalCast. Nós temos até uma convidada que gosta de axé. Thank you so much. It's an incredible podcast. I love it talking with you. Very, thank you.
Thank you for having me. Am I going to answer any questions from your audience?
Sure.
Do they have any questions for me?
Vamos, ela está pedindo aqui, se alguém tiver perguntas para ela, pode mandar. Então, pessoal, se vocês quiserem fazer umas perguntas, aproveita que nós temos uns minutinhos, podem mandar pergunta para ela. Estão falando aqui que você é muito divertida. Em português, né? You are very funny. Congrats to you.
Thank you.
As a popular person, you do some work related to the cause of chronic kidney disease?
I think with my platform, I think that's what I do. I don't go out and help, I guess, physically, but through Instagram, I get a lot of questions, and people see my story as well. So I feel like I bring that to others.
A woman asked how men react to your catheter.
How do men react to my catheter? Fine.
No problem.
No.
Ela não tem problema. Os homens reagem sem problema com o catéter dela. Eu acho que ninguém nem vê catéter nesse caso. What's your most difficult today in being renal?
I think the dialysis part, waking up in the morning sick, waking up nauseous in the mornings. I think that's hard for me.
The girl who asked about the mens, the question is about a patient talk to she about the shame of the catheter. It's a patient with shame of catheter.
Let me tell you this. If your self-esteem, if you think about yourself and you love yourself, that won't matter. Trust me.
Eu comentei com ela do paciente que tem vergonha de ter o catéter de diálise peritoneal. E ela falou, se você tiver sua autoestima, tiver seu amor próprio, não vai ter problema em ter o catéter. Isso é meramente um detalhe.
It's keeping you alive.
É o que te mantém vivo.
So don't think of it like that. Just, it's part of you.
É parte de você. Então, não tenha vergonha disso, nunca. Do you think it's better manual dialysis peritoneal for your independence?
I think, yeah. I think, but it depends. It depends on what your doctor tells you, but I think manual is better. It takes out more toxins in your body. You don't have to go 3 times a day to a center. You do it at home. It's on your own time. And so I think manuals are better in peritoneal dialysis. And if you have the cycler with a machine, you have to come back at night at a certain time, you know, and connect yourself. And so many problems come with having a cycler. I think a manual, it's like 30 minutes or 15 minutes and you're done. So
yeah, it's more easy.
Yeah, it's easier. Way easier.
We have messages, congrats you. You are an inspiration for so many people.
Thank you. Thank you.
Someone from New York.
Oh, hello, New York. We have listeners from New York. Well, our time is going to end. So I will thank you again.
You're welcome.
Would you like to say something?
Do you like to say something to our listeners? To Brazil?
Just stay strong. Just stay strong. I'm sure things are going to happen. And
can you say something to women with catheter? Yes, with catheter, a message, a special message to these women.
To women, just know that you're not by yourself. There's other people in this world with a catheter. Yeah, our stomachs will get big. But this is, you know, this isn't forever. This isn't forever. Eventually, everybody hopefully will get a kidney. And don't be ashamed of it. Don't be ashamed of it. It's part of your life now. And you're beautiful the way you are. So you're all queens. All queens.
You are all Miss.
Yes.
You are our Miss, RenalCast Miss. Stay strong. Stay strong. We are together. We are a family. Very, very thank you. Until next time. Kisses to you. Bye.
Bye,
Pessoal,
everyone.
grande abraço a todos. A live vai estar disponível para quem quiser assistir de novo. Eu vou legendar. Quem quiser depois mandar mais perguntas, pode mandar. A gente vai tentar ainda fazer uma outra live mais para frente. É isso aí. Estamos juntos. Um grande abraço. Tchau, tchau, pessoal. Bye.
Bye.